increasing sales for your lemonade business isn't as hard as you think. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that I've used through the years, and I think these will work well for you. You can implement all of them, implement none of them, implement one of them, whatever, and I think you will find success using some of these tips and tricks. This is Mike from Food to Financial Freedom, baby. All right. The lemonade business is probably the most competitive business in the food industry, I believe. Snow cones or shaved ice, whatever, will probably come in second, but everyone sells lemonade. I just don't mean handcrafted, fresh squeezed lemonade with all kinds of cool flavors. I'm talking about concession trailers selling country time. Just so many people sell lemonade. Church groups selling country time for 50 cents, whatever, can really eat into your profits. So without further ado, let's get into some of these. First off, you gotta catch their eye, right? Your sales begins before the customer even gets to you. Okay, so whether that means you have a really nice trailer that's lit up and wrapped really well, or you have a tent with some really tall feather flag banners, or feather flags and banners rather. At nighttime, obviously the more lights the better. If you can put things outside of your tent to captivate people, because we're talking. You got to get that customer to come to you, and just sitting there, it isn't going to do it. You have to do something to catch their eye in this competitive industry, whether that's playing music. You can use all of these things to try to get people's interest to come towards you. So first off, we got to grab those customers that are out and about. Okay, before I begin with the next tips, I have a special membership group with my YouTube channel. All you got to do is hit the join button, which is next to the subscribe button. $1.99 a month. I make videos specifically tailored for my members that the general public, like this video, the general public will see this video, but I'm making videos specifically for my members. $1.99 a month. Cancel anytime. I'm telling you, I will make you more money than that $1.99 per month that you gave to me. So invest in yourself. Give it a go. See what you think. The next tip, your actual product. If you're going to be the same as everybody else around you, if everyone else around you is doing fresh squeezed lemonade with syrup, how are you separating yourself? If everyone is doing fresh squeezed lemonade with fruit, how are you going to separate yourself? Because you have to increase sales, you have to separate yourself from the competition. You cannot stand pat and be the same as everyone else and expect your sales to grow event after event and year after year. It's just not going to happen. That's not reality. Separate yourself with your product and do something different than everyone else is doing. Okay, next, I've done this quite a bit. I got a lot of friends in the food industry and acquaintances, and a lot of times we piggyback off of each other. Okay, what I mean by that is we'll have a smaller event. Okay, and if I got a food truck buddy that I know who's just crushing it, and I'm like, look, man, why don't we hook up, do this together? Man, I'll even give you like 5%, and let me just be next to you. You don't sell beverages, I'll sell the beverages. Whatever you think you would lose on the beverages, I'll pay you for that out of the percentage, and maybe even give you a little taste more. So give them 5, 8, 10%, whatever you guys feel is fair. And I think you'll find if you piggyback with them and you two are like the sole vendors, let's say in a parking lot, I think you will have a lot of success, because people, not that people won't come to buy your amazing lemonades, but particularly with the food truck or a really nice food trailer, they bring an audience with them, people that follow them event to event. And even if they have a restaurant, I have a buddy that has a restaurant and a food truck, if you can piggyback with them, man, that is great, because people from the restaurant will come. He won't sell beverages, I'll sell the beverages, and it'll be amazing. And that's maybe something you should check out. Partnering with other vendors is a great way to increase your sales. Okay, another way to increase sales, and I harp on this all the time, so maybe you're tired of hearing about it if you've seen my videos before. Diversify your product line. Reach a broader market. Instead of just selling lemonade, find something else to sell with it. And let me just kind of break this down for you. You're at an event, and we're going to look at it as like a pie chart, right? Like a pie. So out of this portion of the pie chart is like entrees, proteins, stuff like that. That takes up a huge portion of the pie chart. Then under that we have dessert. Then we have snack items. And then we have sole beverages, which is probably one of the smallest slices, right? Because if that's all you're doing, you're not reaching out to other markets. And I mean by markets is other people that may be there that want a protein. And then you just can sell 2 items at once. If you want to do nachos, which is extremely easy, I got videos on how to sell nachos, for instance. If you want to do nachos, sell your lemonade, and now instead of a $5, $6, $7 ticket, you've increased that to $10, $12 per customer. Diversify your product line to reach a broader market to increase your sales. It's worked for me. You know, just because it worked for me doesn't mean it'll work for everybody out there, but I think it will. Okay, next, your price point, guys. If you want to be different, okay, your price point has to be different. You have to do something to create more value for your customer than your competitors are, okay? So to increase sales, not only do we want a larger market share, we want to provide a better value for those customers. And I know some guys and gals will never change their prices no matter what the competition is, and that's fine. That's the way they want to conduct their business. Great. But me, I like to be the best where I'm at and have the most sales. So in order to do that, we create a better value for our customers by watching the price point of what other vendors have and undercutting them and outselling them 2, 3, 4 to 1. Different product line, different price point usually gets me there. Okay, next, to increase sales, if you're going to these big events, right, and you're, you know, there's just too much competition, quit banging your head against the wall, guys. Find smaller events, okay, with less vendors. And let's just kind of talk through that. Yes, there's going to be less people at the smaller events, but what you may find is that you'll actually make more net revenue because you're selling to a larger percentage of people than you would be at a much bigger event, right? With much more people and much more vendors. So instead of selling to 5, 10% at a larger event, now you're maybe selling to 30 to 40 to 50% at a smaller event. And when the money at the end of the day, you may find going to these smaller events with less vendors and maybe even no competition on the beverage side will increase your net revenue. This is Mike from Food to Financial Freedom.